Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your news edition. These are the headlines. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, chairs a Council of Ministers meeting dedicated to the upgrade of administrative districts to provinces and to the follow-up of the works of the Tindouf-Bachar mining railway. The President of the Republic receives the President of the Group of the African Bank for Development, Sidi Ould Tah. The Bachar Tindouf mining railway will be operational in January 2026. This 950-kilometer mega project will facilitate the exploitation and the connection of the Garage Billet iron deposit to steel complexes in the north of the country. Economic delegations and young entrepreneurs from Africa gather in Paris to take part in the JNDA Bridge Africa Forum, an event dedicated to investment and innovation and job creation in the continent. At the end of this edition, we will take you to TV Moon, a unique place with breathtaking landscapes and where the International Short Film Festival is taking place. Welcome back. The President of the Republic, Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, Minister of the National Defense, Abdelmajid Tebboune, chaired the Council of Ministers meeting this Sunday. Details with Najah Tayyar.
In the Council of Ministers, the President of the Republic's orders, directives and instructions came as following. Opening an investigation into the causes of the fires that broke out simultaneously in several provinces at the end of the last week, instructing the Minister of Finance to prepare a draft project to raise the minimum wage and also to increase the unemployment allowance. The President of the Republic also stressed the need for permanent and continuous monitoring of public squares and spaces, both in terms of security and cleanliness in all provinces. Also, he stressed the obligation for operators of public and private transport vehicles to comply with hygiene requirements in all cities and on all routes, especially in Algiers and in provinces with a touristic character. Concerning the upgrading of administrative districts in the high plateaus and the south to fully empowered provinces. The Council of Ministers approved the content of the presentation to upgrade 11 administrative districts in the high plateaus and the south to fully functional provinces. أفلو، باريكا، قصر شلالة، مسعد، عين وسارة، بوسعد، لبيض سيدي الشيخ، القنطرة، بير العاتر، قصر البخاري and العشيرة. Following the approval of the President of the Republic instructed the immediate completion of administrative procedures with both chambers of Parliament. Regarding the Tindouf-Bachar mining railway line, the President of the Republic orders the Minister of Public Works to prepare the inauguration of the new railway line crossing deep into the Sahara, linking Tindouf and Bachar in all its sections during January 2026, so that it can be officially put into service. He also emphasized that this inauguration should be celebrated as a National Day event, marking a new major achievement, signaling Algeria's entry to a new era of significant economic milestone that the Algerian people are achieving on the path of developing their country. As for the progress of works at the Garage Billet mine, the President ordered the start of local use and processing of the iron ore extracted from the Garage Billet mine at the beginning of the first quarter of 2026. This will be the first event of its kind in Algeria's history since independence and represents a strong message of a new Algerian direction that reinforces economic sovereignty and diversifies the country's resources beyond hydrocarbons. The President of the Republic also issued strict instructions to intensify efforts as much as possible, considering that this strategic project is close to completion in all its components and structures. The Council of Ministers also approved the establishment of new iron ore processing plants in Tindouf, Bachar and N'Ama. The President of the Republic further instructed that the first shipment of iron ore must reach the Tosiali Iron and Steel Complex in Iran via the railway line starting in 2026, marking Algeria's first step toward reducing the bill for imported iron ore and achieving gradual self-sufficiency. The Council of Ministers also approved the project to build a 500-bed university hospital in Constantine, as well as a procurement contract for special equipment for the institution for supporting the development of digitalization. At the end of the Council of Ministers meeting, decrees and individual decisions were adopted, including appointments and dismissals.
The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, received on Sunday the President of the Group of the African Bank for Development, Sidi Ould Tah. The meeting was held with the presence of the Director of the Cabinet of the Presidency of the Republic, Boualem Boualem, the Minister of Finance, Abdelkarim Bouzerd, and the representative of Algeria, the African Bank for Development, Ali Boujaroua. We'll listen to Sidi Ould Tah.
Today I had the honor of being received by the President of the Republic of Algeria, Abdelmajid Tebboune, in my capacity as President of the African Development Bank. This was an opportunity for me to express my deep gratitude for the unwavering support I received from Algeria, which backed my candidacy by the Islamic Republic of Mauritania for the presidency of the African Development Bank. Strong and decisive support from the very beginning. I therefore expressed my gratitude and appreciation to the President for this. It was also an opportunity to present the African Development Bank's program, in particular the prospect of coordination with Algeria, mainly in regards to its approval of the African Development Bank as the main partner in the implementation of the Gherdaya, Lghouat, Al-Mni'a railway line project, an important project for Algeria and the African continent as a whole in order to connect Sahel countries to the Mediterranean Sea, which will facilitate the transport of people and goods. It was also an opportunity to express the bank's appreciation for the level of development achieved by Algeria and to discuss ways of enabling other African countries to benefit from Algeria's experience in various fields, such as housing and seawater desalination. I would like to reiterate our thanks and gratitude for the endless support that the bank receives from Algeria.
بالدعم القوي الذي يحظى به من طرف الجزائر.
The Bashar Tindouf Garage Billet Mining Railway, a 950-kilometer strategic mega project, will link the south to the north while enabling the exploitation of the Garage Billet iron ore deposit. The project is planned for completion in January 2026. Report by Naim Al-Walish, commentary by Daniel Bahri.
The Bashar Tindouf Garage Billet railway project is close to being finished and is seen as a major strategic achievement for the country. This new railway will improve the connection between the north and the south and shows the government's strong commitment to use large infrastructure projects to support development, investment and industry. The railway will be 950 km long with Bashar Al-Abadla section 100 km already in service, and Tindouf Garage Billet section 135 km completed, while work continues on Al-Abadla Tindouf section 715 km. More than 70 million cubic meters of soil and rock have been moved and leveled, and the base platform and construction layers have been prepared over 952 kilometers. Thousands of workers and machines are working day and night on this huge site, turning the desert sand and rocks into a new, active and important railway line. In terms of engineering works, 40 out of 45 large railway bridges are finished, with the last 5 bridges more than 80% complete and 39 out of 50 underpasses and overpasses already built. Work continues at a fast pace, 24 hours a day, to complete the remaining 236 kilometers, including service lines at stations and intersections, with service facilities now 75% completed.
We were proud to take part in this project as engineers and technicians with the construction companies. This project has also created many job opportunities for young people from the region.
This project shows how a national vision can become real action and how determination can become a visible success. It's a national achievement that truly deserves celebration.
In Paris, the JNDA Bridge Africa Forum gathered this week more than 90 speakers from economic delegations and young entrepreneurs of the continent, an event dedicated to investment, innovation and job creation in Africa. Algeria was represented by a dynamic group from the national community abroad that aims to contribute to the development of the national economy and reinforce the economic ties with the continent. Many infrastructures made by Morocco for the African Nations Football Cup couldn't face the first train of the season. Millions of dollars wasted, according to the Moroccan people. More details with Manal Boubagara.
Designated to host the next African Cup of Nations, the stadiums in Tanja and El Barid in Rabat did not withstand the first winter rains, with significant water infiltration through the roofs and the stands in the corridors, which cost hundreds of millions of dollars. These videos of the infrastructures widely shared on social media highlight the fragility of the facilities and the limitations of a governance that prioritizes appearance over the well-being of its citizens. It is not right that sport takes precedence over health and education, which are still completely neglected. Look at these rankings. We are ranked 11th in the world for football, but 94th for health and 110th for education. After the incident, discontent is widespread. Many Moroccans believe that the billions spent on building stadiums riddled with construction defects would have been better spent renovating hospitals and improving education. These massive expenditures on spectacular projects symbolize a government obsessed with improving its international image while ignoring the real needs of its people.
And Morocco keeps plundering the resources of Western Sahara. The British media Middle East Eye exposed the Mahsen that plunders the Sahrawi natural resources for decades with the support of foreign economic companies and networks. This investigation shows the real face of a system that deprives the Sahrawi people of its resources and its legitimate right to self-determination. In Gaza, the humanitarian situation is chaotic. The population is facing torrential rains, the tents and shelters are not adapted to such weather conditions, and the situation keeps worsening because of the Zionist blockade. In addition to daily bombings and famine, the Palestinians are also facing floods. And now let's head to Timimoun, the Red Oasis, a region known for its qsor, but also for its dunes, and seems to defy the greenery of the oasis. The town is hosting the International Short Film Festival. For many participants, this oasis offers a natural setting that can inspire many young people for their fiction or documentary film shootings. Details with Ikram Basadat and Alanya Al-Bahri.
Timimoun is a hidden treasure in the Algerian desert. Its qsor in Dra' and Yekzer, along with other ancient sites, reveal the stories and traditions of past generations. The stunning desert views have made Timimoun a well-known tourist destination and an excellent place for film production.
I was truly amazed by how the desert meets the oasis, the date palms, and peaceful, creative people. Many come here to write, think, relax, and enjoy unforgettable sunsets. Timimoun deserves to be shared with the world. Whether inside the city or out in the open landscapes, Timimoun is full of beauty and charm.
The historic region of Gourara inspires young filmmakers to imagine new cinematic projects that highlight its unique atmosphere.
It feels like stepping into another world, a silent, dreamy place beyond time. We hope for support and collaboration between both countries so we can use this natural setting for movie projects and work with Algerian artists.
Timimoun offers rich natural scenery that can inspire and support great filmmaking.
And with this we come to the end of our edition. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Have a good night.